Loud. Man, I haven't been here for a while. Replace spawn pad. Hey Aaron, alright, let's see. So, Patchwork. Let me place the entire thing down. Alrighty. So, let's make a gimmick track just to test the basics first. So let's do a little bit of a drum bass to get us started first. So if you want to do a drum bass, you first start with a drum sequencer. You switch to this tool in your inventory. You click the more. Now let's see. We don't need this. This is how you clear. So let's first set up the basis of our song. So this is the guy who controls it all, and we can go in here and say this is the tempo. So say I want a tempo of 115. Usually that's my preferred tempo. So 115. Key mode. I'll explain what this is in a bit. So let's start with doing a little like beat. As you can hear, nothing can be heard. And that's because I haven't linked this to any sound. This is just to tell some drum bass sound or drum loop that, hey, play this, or 4 kicks. So now I need what is it called? Let me find it. A drum player. So I need this guy. Place it here, and then using this new tool with this connected cable. So now it plays the kick, but then we need to output the audio into a speaker. So then we grab a speaker, which is this device right here. You can tell by this design, and place it here. Again, we link it, and now we should be hearing something. Alright, so we have a basic loop now. I want to add some more elements to it. Alright, so now we have this drum loop. Let's make it a little bit more interesting. There's a couple of presets that change the layout here, but I'm not going to use them. If you want to use them, you toggle this on and then you switch through the presets. Game audio. Oh my god. Thank you. Dude, I was... Jeez. Alright, thank you. But yeah. Can you guys hear now, I assume? Yeah, I can hear. I can see the peaks here. Alright, so as I was saying, you want to change this with a preset. You enable this, and then you change this. You change the presets. And then there is this thing called pages. So say I want to do something more than this. I go to page 2, and I change to, I don't know, something like this. So now if I want to play both pages, I just switch this to auto, and it's going to play both pages, as you can see. Alright, so let's add a simple effect to it, right? Let's add a distortion effect. Oh, by the way, if you want to change how the drums sound, you go through here and you change the kit. Change the volume as well. You can even change what each symbol does. You can set it to do something different, although this is a little bit redundant because 0 to 4 is what you get. There's no more options. So let's add a little distortion effect. So we can easily just do this and add it to our little effects, do a little like line. So this is a distortion effect. Let's say I want the drive to be somewhere here. I want to make it more crunchy. I get the satur like this, increase it. I can see the satur changes that sound a lot, so I can use that later on to do something cool. So let's see what tame does. Oh, tame is like a filter. Interesting, that's useful. I didn't know we had that. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna use satur a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna grab this device called LFO. And since I saw that satur is such a substantial setting, the LFO, if you think about it, it's essentially a low frequency oscillator. So it goes up to 1 and then to -1. So I can grab this and I can put it into the satur. That I saw changes the sound really cool. And I can clamp it a little bit so it's not that substantial. And then I can even change the rate where it does that. I want to make it faster. As you can see the feedback here. Can make it be more sharp. But I like signed must. So we have a little effect here. Let's move into, say, a melody. Or, yeah, let's move into a melody. So I'm gonna do this cool thing that I saw in the tutorial as well, so stay tuned, it's gonna be good. So essentially this is the same as this, but it has like notes, right? So let's delete this again, start clean. So a note sequencer requires either an omega synth or, let me find it, where are you, or an instrument player, which is what I'm going to use. So an instrument player is essentially telling it play an instrument with those notes. So I'm going to connect it. Wait, what did I do wrong? Yeah. I'm going to connect it. Then I can connect this to the speaker as well, in addition to the rest. So now when I play something, you should hear it. Okay. So let's say I want to play a chord, right? So let's say C. Let me look at my keys. So C. Let's do E. Oh, as you can see, it only supports one, right? So you want to do, if you want to make it be a chord, you go into the settings, advanced, and then you set monophonic to off. That would allow you to do multiple notes at the same time. So that's one little expert advice for you. So we have a little chord, but let's say we want to drag it a little bit more. So I'm just gonna take that out, hold it, and then drag it. So I'm just gonna do the same here. All right. Oh, Gucci. So we have a little chord now. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a note progressor, which is gonna take that chord and do some cool things with it. So connect it here and back to the piano. So now if I open this up, so what the chord of what a note progressor is that it takes the note which you have, and it adds no sharp notes. Oh, don't worry, there will be sharp notes, I just don't have to type them. Oh, I mean, you can add sharp notes by going in and saying chromatic. If you turn that on, you will see the semitones. What I want to say, okay, so 1 means the chord that we have, and then when I say 2 or 3, so I can make this play a different chord now. That sounds good with the music because it follows the little key mode that we have. Actually, this is wrong, but it does follow this. Actually, yeah, I think it might be correct. Let's see. Yeah, okay, it's defined by this. So let's say C major. Okay, what if it be minor? A little bit sad. And I can keep playing with this. Major, I think I liked it more. Right, I'll keep this one. So now all I can do is that we can place a second instrument like this, connect the note. Actually, can I connect two? Let me see. Okay, there's only one. I didn't know if we needed two, but we can do the same thing. So we can do this, copy all these, place them again, and then connect this guy to the speaker. So we can have another instrument. And then say I want to go down in octaves. Let's add more, why not? Let's drag this note a little bit more because it's a bass. Actually, let's make it a little bit more interesting. Let's make it every 2. Sometimes it does that and I don't know why. Come on. There we go. There we go. Wait, those are not sustained though. There we go. Now let's add a little bit of distortion to the bass. So a little bit more than what we have. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you guys the Omega Synth, which is pretty cool. Where is it? There it is. So the Omega Synth acts as an instrument that you can customize. So I'm just gonna place one here. I need something to play. Let's grab a chord. I'll delete all this. And then I'm gonna connect this to the speaker. So now we have our little like synth. So let me just place one note. Is it G, the bass? F sharp, okay. So I want to test a sustain and I want to test multiple. All right, let's see. Let's up the octave so we can hear it a little bit more. Sounds cool. Let me play a little bit more with it. Okay, so we have a little melody now. So the thing they do, if you don't enable chromatic, anything you play here will sound nice. That's the whole point of the default keys you have here, because it knows that you're playing on this key and on this mode. So anything will sound good to this scale, and then it will also be major. And again, you can always enable chromatic to enable the semitones if you know what you're doing. So another thing you can do is that you can see more notes, so by enabling grid height. So now I can see more notes. All right. What else? Yeah, if you can turn off the speaker, nothing plays. And then if you turn off your music manager, all your different systems will stop playing. So this is global. This is just for this. You can always turn off the sequencer individually as well. All right, well, I think we have something now. So let's see, what else do we do? Let's continue this melody a little bit so I can show you guys how progression works a little bit. So we have, we enable it. Let's see. So I haven't looked at these settings a lot, so I don't know how much about snap to scale. Controls whether the shifting notes to stay the scale of the song if set to off. No diatonic sounds can pass through. Oh, okay, so that makes it so that it plays nice. Like you can hear it without. I don't know how. I forgot the word, but it sounds nice. Use close settings and look at us. Okay, all right. Let's see. That just makes it play for a little longer. Alright, now I'm wondering, I think there's more steps somehow. So let me see. Oh. No, that's not it. Step length. No. No, no. I swear there was some way to make it have more steps, wasn't there? Am I missing something? Maybe this? No. Anyway, all right. So we have a little track made. Let's do something different. So there's another thing that I like to do when I want to make a little bit more complex songs, and this is to pair it together with a DAW. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna open a DAW that I have, which is FL Studio, and then I'm gonna use that. Let me enable that so you guys can see. So I have this now, and then in there I'm gonna turn a jam with an instrument and then trying to replicate it here. So let's start with let's say a flute. So just to show you guys, if you have something outside of Fortnite, how do you bring it in, you know? So let me see. Flutes. Let's use this one. I'm also gonna bring my keyboard. I have a little keyboard here. So I'm just gonna play a little melody and then transfer it to Patchwork. So let's do something like, I don't know. Now I know you can probably make this with what I showed you, the note progressor tool, but I'm just showing a different workflow. So what I just played, I can even record it so you guys can see the difference. So let me go to 115, which is our tempo, and then record it. Wait, I need a metronome. Okay, so simple melody like that. So let me resize this so you guys can see what I'm gonna be copying. So it's a low melody. So now, say you want to transfer something like this into here. How do you know what works and what doesn't? So first of all, let's take the keyboard. Let me set up the flute here in Patchwork. Hey, Simboard, how's it going? So first I need a note sequencer. This one we don't need to have what's it called, chromatic, or I guess we need a chromatic. So now we need all the notes, and also we need to see all the notes. So I'm going to go to length and make that 13. It's the max value. Oh, did I break it? I think I did break it. Well, let's try again. Let's go note sequencer. Wait, is that it? I think that's it. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's the length. Maybe I'm a bot. All right, I'm a bot. Never mind. Grid height is what I need to change. There we go. And then monophonic off, chromatic on, so we see all the notes, and we're good to go. So now, if you see here, I had C and D sharp. So let's hear how it plays. Oh, what am I doing, dude? Haven't even set up the instrument, just a bot. So we need an we need an instrument and a speaker. So let me plop these down. Alright. Note that this is already connected. Piano, perfect. Okay, I was on C5. This is 3. You can go 5. Alright, that sounds cool, but it doesn't sound cool enough, so actually I think I have it here. If you want an instrument to sound cool instantly, grab this guy. Where is it? This guy, Echo. And if you don't know what settings to do on this guy, what you can do is you can go here and go to melody preset. And once you place this down, you delete everything except the echo. And this guy now is set up. So now, listen how much cooler it's gonna make it. That sounds much cooler. Alright. So now, I had C and D sharp. So let's do this. I think I have it 4 times. And then I had, oh, now it goes down. So how do we fix this? Well, what I usually like to do is I just have multiple octaves, I guess. I don't know how else to fix it. I think I can connect this here, right? Yeah, I can, okay. Alright, so now I have multiple octaves. So I can go down. Just let me erase this, go 1 octave down, and then, so I play this, let me move it a little bit lower. Yeah, sorry Ryan, sometimes I confuse the two. Alright, so the arrow here is, what do you call, I think, measure? I mean, I'm not really good with the technical, but you know, like when you have a beat, the arrow is what defines it, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but let me just illustrate it here. Let me close this. So every first of this is the arrow. Oh wait, no, is it? No, it's not. It's actually every 2. Interesting. I didn't know that. Well, I'm learning too. It's actually every 2 that the arrow, but the arrow here tells you that, hey, it's a new measure, let's say. So let me turn that off. Go back here. All right. So now, let me move this a little bit smaller. So now the arrow will tell me where to start next on this new octave. So I think the second one I had was A sharp, so here. And then I had G, which G is here. Alright, so now I want to move more. How do we do that? We switch both to page 2. So now page 2 is after what we played. It will play afterwards once auto is enabled. So then we go G sharp, then C, and then F. Oh, that's F sharp. Wish we had an immersive mode because the character always gets in front of the notes. And okay, there we go. And then G sharp. All right, so here's the thing now. Say on page 3. Now I'm gonna play this again, but I don't have to write it again. I can go here and duplicate it. Now duplicate always puts it on an empty page. So all I just do here is just place in a new note here, which I'm going to erase. Go back to 1, duplicate, which is going to put it here on 3. Go back to 2, erase it. And now on 3, it's going to play this again. However, there's this thing that, called empty pages. So by default, it won't play empty pages. So I want it to play empty pages so that it can act here as a weight. So to do that, I go here and say auto page plays blank pages. So I enable that. I'm also gonna enable it here in case I forget later. It's always good to have that on. But keep in mind, if you have that on and your track ends before 8, it's gonna play everything and then loop. It's not gonna stop at the end. So keep that in mind. So I think for ours, I might go up until 8, so we're chilling. All right, so now we're at 3. All right, so I have the same notes here. 3 here as well, nothing here. So we need to go to 4. Actually, no. 3 is good. Just need to do A sharp on this measure. G. Actually, what am I doing? I have that already. I can just do the same thing I did previously. This. So I just need this duplicated. Place it on 3. Alright. And then I need to go on 4, which I have G sharp, and C. Actually, I think I had that before as well, but it's fine. And then I have A sharp. Now it goes one up, so I need to come up here, page 4. That would be D on this measure. And with this, there's our melody. Now we can hear only the last page because I need to enable auto on both. Now it's gonna play all 8 pages, keep in mind. But what we can do now is that, let me turn that off. We can go to 1 and start duplicating. So we have the melody twice. So 2, duplicate, 3, duplicate. All right. Here we have to be careful because on page 2 there's nothing, so it's gonna add a little thing temporarily. Duplicate. Then we go to 6, add again a little thing to just override the empty thing, because he always searches for the empty one to paste a duplicated page. Here, duplicate. And we'll remove the... So now we have the melody twice. So now if I enable auto, it will play the melody twice. All right, and the thing that I like to do, which I would love to have this also into Patchwork, is that I always like to go to, say, an instrument, say a synth, I don't know, just finding one in my DAW. Let's do a vibraphone. So I'll say something like this. And then I like to tab back into Fortnite so I can hear it. And I can play both, you know? That's a weird cue. Wait, what have I done here? Okay. So I like to keep playing, and then there's one point where I find one melody that just sticks. I like it so much that I just stop, record, and keep it. And then I can do the same thing again, move it back into Patchwork. Still not used to the bass line. Once I understand the bass line, everything will click. Let me see what I have as a bass line. All right, so I have... Okay. All right, that helps a little bit. So the one trick you need to understand while jamming like this is that you always have to play the keys of the scale. So that's the whole chromatic thing. You want to avoid the keys that are not in the scale because it's gonna sound something like this. Not sound right, whereas that sounds a little bit more right because it's in the scale. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just playing the scale now and just trying to figure out some cool melody. Well, I'm not inputting it, I'm just jamming on top. It's a different thing. I'm just using FL as a MIDI controller, if you will, as like a synthesizer. And then, because there's no like way to preview the notes that you're playing inside Patchwork, I'm doing that with FL Studio and then recording a melody that I like, and then I just copy the notes into a note sequencer. That way it's a little bit more, you know, like, I mean, you can make a really cool melody straight away, you know? You don't have to play around, see what works. If you're not using, again, I saw the different method that you can use a note progressor, and that will do some heavy lifting for you. But if you want to do it all manually, this is the other way that I found, which works really well. All right, so let's keep jamming until something clicks. It's kind of hard to get the bass line correct with the notes. Just trying to keep one note in the from the bass line and then add a couple more as I'm going. Alright, I think I'm gonna keep the basic chords that I played. So it's gonna go ahead and record that so I know the notes. Oh wait. What have I done wrong? Give me a second. Okay, got it. All right. Okay, I see the first one here goes down. So here I need to change that. Sorry, I'm doing some DAW stuff, just trying to figure out what the notes are. Okay, this needs to be the same. Alright, I think I got it right. Let's see. Oh, it's up here. Okay. I think that'll work. Okay, all right. So now we go back to here, and I can close this so I don't get confused with the melody. I'm gonna take away my MIDI keyboard. And then I'm gonna add something similar. I'm gonna add a vibraphone in here too. I see they're all in one scale. Oh no, they're two. I think they're in two scales. So I'm just gonna do the same thing. This. Let's go up. I'm gonna change the piano to vibraphone. Connect this to the speaker. Enable them. Delete everything. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, because they're almost the same notes. Huh. Anyway, it's fine. I'll just redo it. Alright, so I want to go page 1. Page 1. Now, I want to see how this translates. So let me zoom in so you guys can see here a little bit closer. So we have, I think this is a measure, like a 16. If you see here, I will see. Yeah, let's do. That work as 1. I think my work as 1. What's in top note? Top note is what is that? It's an F. That won't work. So let's start here then, and make G start from here. Wait, timing is different. So let's see what kind of timing I have. So I split this into 4 so I can see it better. I have 1 here and I think 1 here. And then I'm using the arrows, I think. No, I think it should be faster than this. Okay, that sounds a little too high, so I'm just gonna go down a little bit. Okay, let me tweak the echo a little bit. I think I'm gonna add the distortion as well, just to change it a little bit. Let me go, where's the distortion? go. Just to make it slightly more less punchy maybe. Let's see if I can make it work. Okay, all right. We have a G, we have a C, and we have a D sharp. I'm gonna enable these guys just to make sure it plays correctly. Okay, although I don't think that's the rhythm I had in this one. With this, I think it was like, okay, I see. So it's kind of like off beat for the second one, and then the third one is on the beat. So it's after the second click, so it should be like this. Yeah, that is the one. Okay. Alrighty. Oh wait, I didn't change that one. I was wondering, it sounded a little weird. Let me double check this is the correct one. Okay, and I did notice that my other version is a little bit lower in octave, so let me try and see what happens if I do this. Okay, the echoes are a little strong. Okay. Alright, so now we can do the melody. Okay. Let me quickly copy the rest now. Sharp. C. F. Okay. So the page one is the same. Except the second part. Oh no, it is the same. Sync it here so I can see it a little bit cooler. Let's see, what was page 2 again? That's wrong. I think I made some mistake here. Oh, it is wrong. This needs to be a G sharp. Okay, and then we duplicate that. Double make sure it's correct. D sharp. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we duplicate that too. That should be here now, but we need to make a couple of changes. That should be A sharp. This would be a D. So D. And F. Alright. I know this takes a little bit more time than the other method, like a lot more, but it's more customizable. Like if you wanted to do something weird with it. Hey ZMac, how's it going? Oh yeah, I need to copy this twice because the melody plays twice. So let me turn off this. Alright. You made me, I mean, whatever you want to make, that's the whole point, right? You don't have to do what the device wants you to do, you know? You do whatever. Like other people use it as a way to draw, you know? Alright, let's add the little drum bass as well. So actually I'm gonna do it again so you guys can see how it's done. Easy way to add it is through here. Can use the same cable as this guy. Let's play with the presets. But yeah, it's pretty easy. By the way, ZMac, let me show you how you can make music without knowing music. So let's go back to the first example that I made. So if you want to make some music and you don't know how to get started and stuff, do something like this. Place a note sequencer and place it on the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th, and make it a chord like the one I have here. And then connect it to a note progressor. And just change the values after you hear how it sounds like. Then finally connect it to an instrument player, so you can hear an instrument, and to a speaker. So that's all you need to do. And then you can play with these values to generate melody. So I'll go like, let me close this. So you can hear. You can even set presets. Let me close my other instruments because it will sound weird. Okay, so now we're playing this guy, which is a piano, right? So the only thing you have to keep in mind, it says mads here, it means major. This has to be the same as this, major. You can have a minor and then the preset be major. That will not sound that cool. So now you just play with this and generate a melody, and that's about it. See? And then all I have to do is that I can just do the same with all my instruments. Oh. And now I enable it. As you can hear, it sounds nice. We can play with the beat a little bit. Yeah, it's very easy to do it this way. Oh, I think I have one more. Omega synth. And the other thing to know about is that the default scale they have here, all the keys play nice. So say I wanted to, say I didn't like this melody anymore. So now, right now I'm playing 4 pages, right? So let me delete them all. Okay, so in 1, anything you play here will sound nice, look. You play auto to play both pages. That's about it. It's very simple. It's really powerful and really intuitive, so you don't need too much at the basic level, you know. Hey creator, unfortunately my friend requests are a little bugged. I can't accept or send friend requests. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Now let me show you a couple more tricks to know with Patchwork. So the first trick is that you can combine this with a sequencer or what is called now a pulse trigger. What is this thing? Pulse. Oh, it's in devices. Yeah. So say I have this guy here, and I want to play, say, both songs at the same time, right? Let's go here. Now, how long is this? What do you say? Alright, I see this is one page, two pages, so that will be easy. So I need to have it play the 2 pages and then start my other song, right? So the other song, let's see how big it is. Well, the other song is big, it's 8 pages. Alright, so say I want to play both songs, right? Let me bring this closer. Let's start with a simple song. So I want to play the simple song first. I think it's this one, right? No, it's not that one. Wait, devices and events on the device. No, it's not the one. That is the one. Patchwork value setter. So you grab this guy and on a grid of 8 you can place it. And why I said grid of 8 is because on grid of 8 you can have 4. At least that's how it used to be with notes. I don't know now. Maybe the scale of it is not compliant. We need to like tweak it a little bit. Anyway, but essentially it's gonna play the first song and then swap to the next one. Now the one thing you need to remember is that if you want to use this method, the tempo we have here, 115, has to be the same tempo as this guy. That way you don't get confused. Let me make this 115. That way you know, like, this can act as a metronome. So say you place 4 and hey Flack, and then you activate these guys on the beginning. That will be this little guy here. You need to make a couple, but you grab this and you place it. Kind of want to place it here, but I'm wondering, would it work to place it here? So let me do a little test to see if that works. Maybe it won't be correct. Anyway, so let's test that. So this guy, you can just take this purple thing and connect it to any setting. Anything that has like a little like knob like this can accept the purple. So in this case, I've set it here, which is like the enable of the speaker. And I want to enable it, in theory, I haven't tested yet, when this starts. So let's see if this works. First of all, I want to make sure that this is triggered by pulse trigger. It's correct. That actually works. I'm surprised. Alright, but we want to turn it off after a while, so does that turn it off? Interesting, it doesn't. Let's see. So if I place the second one, will that turn it off? It won't. Interesting. So it only turns it on for some reason. Maybe I have, wait. I think I know why. It's because this guy has a value. Okay, 0.5 What if I make it 0? Maybe it like rounds it up, so maybe this guy should be 1 just to make it more safe and clear. So maybe that's what counts as that was inverted. Interesting. Interesting. So what if I set this to 0 and this to 1? Maybe it's like a true false case. Okay, that is interesting. So 1 disables and 0 enables. That's kind of interesting. All right, they want to do the same thing to the other one, right? So we want to place this guy, place it here because it will be the opposite of the other one. Place it on our speaker, and then this guy again to our speaker. All right, let's see. All right, and now we need to have that other one play the full thing. So the way you sync it is, you see this? I think, I'm not sure, I think one tile of this is one of this. Let me make sure. I'm not saying weird things. I think that's how it goes. So say we want to play this twice, which is 2 pages. This is the max I've seen somewhere. Yeah, 2 pages because of the drums. That would make it 16 if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 8, 2 times, that would be 16. So we go here and we set the length to 16. And then I'm grabbing these guys. Actually, no, I need this to be 17 because it needs to be after 16. Hopefully my calculations are correct. Probably not, but we'll see. Place it like this. So in theory, you should play the first track fully once and then swap to the next one. Alright, so the one thing I noticed is that it doesn't play it from the start. So how can we fix this? And we'll do the same thing we did here. Value of 0, I guess. And then instead this time, I'm gonna connect it to the master music. So this guy acts for all the music in the level. It's gonna connect it here and casually tell it start at the first point. So let's see what happens. So regardless, when I press this now, let's say I stop it, right? Well, I cannot stop it now because of the trigger. Am I syncing it too well? Why am I? Let's see. I'm gonna wait for it to switch to the other one. There we go. Yeah, it starts from the beginning now. So that's how you do it. You grab this guy, you set the value to 0. Huh? Oh, it started. It switched to the other one. And then you connect it to the music manager in the enable spot. And what else? There's another thing that I didn't show, which is step modulator. I think it's this one. Let's see. Yeah, so this guy. So you want to customize the value of things in a row, like, I don't know, have it go up, have it go down, not in like a random fashion or in like a sine wave fashion, but just specific values going up, down, whatever. This is this is the way you do it. And this device is very powerful because it doesn't only support 8 values, it can support, say, even 2. And you can play within those 2 values. So if I wanted to clamp something between, I could probably do it here with a maximum and minimum, but I can also do it here and maybe add the 3rd value. So I don't know, just an example, right? Let's say I want to detune something from my drums. So I control the detune and I say these 3 values is what I want. Right, let me grab it and place it to this guy. And then you can define how fast you need it to be. But yeah, it's very powerful. You can even connect this to pages as well. You can say, hey, I want the 2nd page to be played 3 times and then the 3rd page. So you can either, let's see which one's playing now. It's this one, right? You can even connect it to the page itself and say, okay, I want a page 1, page 3, and then page 2, and then page 4. So if you want to play them in a weird order and defined, actually I'm playing them too fast, but let's say 1 bar. You can play pages like that too, it's totally fine. You can even connect this guy to this guy. You can even like have like a whole meta thing where you can just connect this to, say, this guy, and now your first page is now different page the first time he plays. So you can go like really extra with this if you want to. But yeah, I think the only thing I haven't covered is the note trigger. I'm gonna quickly show how it works. So a note trigger is essentially listening to specific notes. And those symbols also mean the drums that we have. So if something gets pressed here, it will send a signal. So let's see, it's yellow. So what can yellow do? Let's see, so yellow goes here. Now I'm thinking, maybe I can use this as a preview of something. Let's see, does that work? Because I really want to preview inside Patchwork, you know? Like I want to preview the notes that I get played. Let's place it in our synth. Oh, it just acts as a toggled in, I see. Interesting. I guess then it acts in a different way. I haven't used this too much, so I don't know much. I don't know which side I need to connect it to. Let's see. Probably need to do something like this and say on G and B every time you play those notes. Do we have those notes? G, A, and B. Yeah, we do have those. I want you to, I don't know, trigger a light. Gotta plug the sequencer into it. Oh yeah, you're right. Can be used to trigger create. Yeah, I figured it out. No, it's pretty intuitive, so I understood it. Alright, so this guy, make it be red and say alright, so I guess this guy can have a function, right? When note received, it's gonna send it to the customizable light, turn on, turn on. All right, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a trigger say after what? After 0.2 seconds, you will trigger customizable lights turn off. So I want this guy to also send a signal to the trigger. All right. Add. Wait, where's the trigger? Oh, bot. It's in the bottom because it's T. Trigger. Trigger. All right, let's see if this works. Oh, it works now? Oh, it's nice. Oh, no, it's because I moved it. I'm a dumb. Oh, I can even hear it. Alright, I think, because I'm hearing both songs at the same time, I need to go here and tell it, oh look, at the beginning, you will not play. Let's see. Then also, the trigger needs to not make noise. So where is it? So, trigger, sound effect off, okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, so now the light will start flickering when I hit this guy. Oh, it even tracks. Oh, okay, it still tracks this one even though this one is active. Interesting. That's useful to know. Because yeah, the speaker may not be playing, but this is playing internally. That's interesting. I love how responsive it is. I swear that wasn't the case before. Alright, let's make it be all notes. That way you can tell like it's doing something, you know? Where is it? This guy. Yeah, everything. Ooh. Everything goes. Alright, and then I'll make this be. Oh, 0.2 is perfect. Actually, let's make it 0.1. Let's see what happens. Different lights with different notes. Oh, interesting. Yeah, but it will require quite a setup because every time I need to do a different light, I need to duplicate this, set a different filter, and then send it to a different light, you know? But it's not hard. I could do that. It's just gonna take time to set up. But let's see. This is on every note with a 0.1 delay. Yep, that works fine. All Gucci. Alright, what else? It's not playing. Why is it playing the sequencer? Lol. Alright, let's see what else. Did we cover everything? Okay, I think I covered pretty much everything. Yeah, yeah, I think I covered everything. But let's do a little jam here now that we have everything playing. Let's see what is playing right now. It's this guy. Okay, so you want to stop something, right? Wait, what? I'm confusion. How is the other one playing now? Seems like the pulse trigger is like doing its thing. Oh well. So let's turn. Oh. Yeah. Why? Alright, I'm just gonna do this. Could you have the, oh, yeah, I read that. Okay, alrighty. Now we don't need the trigger anymore, let's just play this. See, I wish we can use the note progressor with multiple instruments, so I don't have to change them all like this every time. Maybe there is a way. Oh, wait, let me see. Let me test something. What is it called? No, I mean, I showed you how to do it easily, you know? Like, just do the simple stuff and leave the complex stuff to us, you know? Alright, let me try this. What if I did... Oh. Can I do multiple? Oh. How would I do that though? What if I did this? One. Can I do this multiple times? Oh, come on. I thought I cracked the code, but I didn't. If this was multiple, I could connect it to all the first ones, or every single one that I had, and then I would change this and it would change all of them. But Alright, well, I have to copy them, I guess. I don't see any other way. Wish I could play this to hear how it sounds. It's nice, it's just a lot of experimentation. Come on, I have it in my head, it's can't hear it, you know? Oh, come on. What is that chord? Huh? I can't find it. I don't know, maybe it's like a minor thing. Whatever, I'll keep this one. So now I have to copy everything again. I'll combine both my methods now. It's a weird scale, so I have to adapt to it. It acts as a good educational tool to learn the scales, because it's kind of like really hard to learn. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, I have it closed. B, C sharp. Increase the length. Replace this scene with something else. Okay, so next one starts. Okay, starts there. It's confusing to do it while it plays. That's hard. C sharp and then G sharp. All right, there we go. Alright, I'll try something different. Let's see if that works. What if I do this with this one? So I still pass it through note progression and then send it to to the instrument and then to the speaker while having a melody. I want to see how that reacts, you know? It will be harder to sing, but let's see. Okay, wait. Let's do 3. I need to change the thing. Okay, 1 is good, but I swear you can maybe have it be something like not a fan. Okay, that definitely needs an echo. Where's the echo? My echo. Interesting. Alright, let me try one more thing, because I'm having fun playing with these tools. Let me try to see if I can get a synth. This guy. And pass it through one of these guys. good. Then we need, say, a chord. I'm gonna make these sustain notes all the way. Okay. Then I'm gonna mess with these guys a little bit and bring in, where is it? Thought I used it somewhere. This guy. Getting a little bit crowded in here, so let me start organizing a little bit. So I want to play with this guy now. And I want another LFO as well. My guy needs a distortion. I can't hear it. Oh, there you go. Had in two, interesting. I want to play a little bit with these values. Okay, I want to make it grow, so let's do something like this. Alright, well, for sure you guys have that melody embedded in your brain by now, but that was cool. Oh, actually, one more thing. I wanna keep changing the scales a little bit because that'll sound cool. can even play with this, I feel, with this guy. What is it? So what am I doing? Like that. I need 2. 0 and 0.3. Yeah, that is not good. Not good either. Make it maybe D. No. It's weird. Maybe E. I mean, I tried. Maybe I'll make it be minor and major. Let's do that instead. I mean, in other examples they may sound cooler, but I love that you can control so many things here. Let me do one more. I know I keep saying that, but it's fun to test these things. So let me do a pitching tempo change, or like whatever it's called, 2 bars. See what happens. Let's make it 4 bars. That's fun. Alright. I think that's all for now. I tested a lot of things, made 2 songs, so you guys how to use the sequencer or the pulse trigger, so the LFOs, all devices, the triggers, how to make it be more responsive with logic. I think that should cover it for now. I love that most like 90% is working perfectly. I didn't encounter any bugs, so that's really good. Yeah, I mean, hope you guys enjoyed, hope you guys learned something, and you can find this video later on my YouTube, so if you missed something you can see it there. But yeah, alright, thanks guys, hope you have a fun one. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.